Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell so you can get notifications for all of the videos that I'm sharing up here on the channel, whether it's reading, whether it's informational videos. I'm sharing all kinds of things up here on the channel, so make sure you stay up to date and subscribe. So we are going to be diving into your year of 2020. We're going to be taking a look at what can you expect, what messages do the angels have for you, how can you best navigate it, and I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently than I do my monthly readings. I'm actually going to be breaking it down into some different categories so we can take a peek at different areas of your life and what you can expect for this 2020. So let's take a look at what 2020 has in store for you. So we're going to first start with the cards that I have pulled to connect with the overarching theme that you have, okay? And the very first thing that, before we even dive in, I'm noticing a lot of energy around relationships here in this reading, and a lot of energy around abundance and resources and money and things like that. So you may find that those are big themes for you, although I feel like in regard to relationships, it's more about your relationship with yourself. It's going to be a lot of working on healing yourself within, working on healing your inner child, working on healing old stuff. And so I think that you're going to be going through quite a healing journey, quite a journey toward finding a deeper connection toward self-love as you navigate through this year of 2020. So let's take a peek at these theme cards that we have first of all. And so the first card that we have here is the Three of Water. So I feel like this is an incredible energy. This is a celebration of life. You may find yourself wanting to celebrate your life. You may find yourself just feeling really excited about things in your life, feeling like you've accomplished some things, feeling like you want to celebrate yourself. And this is a beautiful energy. This is you learning how to celebrate yourself, learning how to recognize your accomplishments, learning how to have a good time. Maybe you haven't been having as much fun. Maybe you haven't been, much of the life of the party lately. And this is you really being that. This is you having a good time, but not in a way that is, causing issues for you or becoming problematic. This is just you having a good time, enjoying yourself and celebrating yourself, celebrating your success, and celebrating life. So I think that that's a great energy to have in this year. And then we also have the Six of Water reversed, okay? So this is you putting some old stuff behind you. And I don't think that this just comes easily. I think that there's going to be work. I think that you're going to find that there are things that are showing up for you in your life right now or through this year that are triggering old stuff for you, that are triggering maybe childhood stuff, maybe just old unresolved issues. And it's things that are meant to be resolved in this year, things that are meant to be worked through. And so I want you to take a step back and recognize the process that's going on, because sometimes when we can see what's happening here and we can recognize that we are working through some stuff and that we are learning some lessons and that we are learning how to approach things in a bit of a different way, sometimes when we can take that step back, it allows us to disconnect emotionally a little bit. It allows us to not have that emotion take over so much where that's really in charge of the process, and allowing ourselves instead to just be sort of flowing with the process as it's happening for us. And I really encourage you to flow with the process as it's happening. If something comes up that is triggering old stuff, take it as an opportunity to work through whatever it is that is being stirred up. Maybe a relationship in your life now is triggering a relationship from the past, and really taking a look at that. What is this teaching me about the healing that I need to do from the past, and how can I respond differently in this situation so that I'm not going to repeat the same patterns, or I'm not going to repeat the same situation that I had from the past. So this is about breaking old cycles, breaking old patterns, and moving forward. So I do feel like you're going to do that if you can allow this process, and this is going to be a great thing for you guys. So the next cards that we have are the cards in the self and health area, okay? So the very first card that we have here is the Knight of Air, okay? So this is going to be you your thoughts are going to be coming at you quickly. I think you're going to have a lot of ideas coming at you quickly. I think you're going to have a want to follow through with a lot of things. This can be a little bit of the energy of you also spending a little bit more time in your head. So you want to be aware of that. You don't want to spend too much time in your head. You want to allow the insights to come through. You want to allow the healing to come through. You want to allow the process, but without living in your head, without over processing things, without overthinking things. This is like your thoughts just like flying. Your brain is working rapidly, okay? And this is also new ideas and beautiful inspiration that's coming through. So allowing that inspiration to come through, because I think that that's going to help you in every area of your life. It's going to show you what's next for you and what you want and where you're going. So paying attention to the inspiration, to those creative ideas and creative solutions that are coming through, and allowing that to happen. And this is also like moving forward rapidly, right? Working through some deep stuff and doing that in a way that is quick, and I don't want to say easy because I feel like you're working through some heavy emotional stuff, but it's like suddenly things just make sense to you, things just have clarity to you, and you're able to just do some amazing deep healing work in a relatively short period of time. And overall, this is going to help you to feel better. But again, the warning here is don't allow your thoughts to take over. Don't allow yourself to spend so much time in your head that you are not living your life and not having a good time and not out celebrating, not out enjoying, because that is really what you're needing here to balance yourself out. And then we also have the Six of Earth, okay? So this is saying to me, number one, health is good overall. As long as like that balance is there, health is looking good for you. And this is also new opportunities coming into your life, whether that's, this can be connected to career, because I do feel like that area is going to feel a little stagnant. There's going to need to be some movement there. This can be new money coming in. This can just be new positive things coming into your life. So I do feel like these new things and these new energies that are coming into your life are going to be helpful to you. This is also about paying off debt and releasing old bills and all that stuff, and having the money to be able to do that. So if you find extra money coming in for you, make sure that you use that, a larger chunk of that, to pay off the old debt, to pay off things that need to be released, because that is going to be helpful for you for your overall well-being, and that's going to be really important. So make sure you use at least a good chunk of that to pay off the old stuff, so that you can focus on the present moment and not have that weighing you down, holding you back, preventing you from moving forward. So that feels really important. This is also about just like feeling like the world around you is generous, whether it feels like people are generous, whether it feels like your spirit guides and angels are being generous. I just feel like you're going to feel like a lot of good stuff is flowing my way this year. So the next category that we have is the work and life's work category. So maybe this is what you get paid for. Maybe this is your life purpose, just kind of what you do, how you interact with people, how you interact here in this world, or other things that you put a lot of your time and your energy into, okay? And I do feel like that energy is feeling a bit stagnant. That energy is feeling like, this isn't really so fulfilling to me, okay? And here we have the King of Air showing up, and this is saying to me that you're going to have a lot of thoughts about that. You're going to have a lot going on in your mind, but you're not necessarily sharing that. You're not necessarily talking about that, and you are encouraged to talk about that. You are encouraged to get some help and get some support. Mostly because I feel like you need other people's ideas. Yeah, mostly because I feel like you need to hear yourself talk about it. Mostly because I think that by processing some of these things, it's going to give you some insights. I do feel like you're going to make some changes in regard to your work. Man, this is a big theme across the board universally for all signs. A lot of shakeups this year in regard to work and life's work. So you're going to be making some changes in regard to the things that you're putting a lot of your time and your energy into. So watch for new opportunities. watch for opportunities to speak your mind, watch for opportunities to have conversations with people where you can find some clarity. If you work with a life coach, if you work with a counselor or a spiritual guide or something, this is a great time for you to reconnect if you've been disconnected from them, so that you can process some of these work-related things. And then we also have the Knight of Earth reversed, okay? So you're maybe... this is a little bit of the energy of feeling sort of disconnected from the work that you're doing, feeling a little lazy, feeling a little unmotivated, feeling a little unfocused, and making sure that whatever it is that's most important to you, you really are putting your time and putting your energy into. You don't want to allow this feeling of boredom or this feeling of lack of motivation to get you totally off track from the things that are important to you, because sometimes it can have a ripple effect. And when we're like not excited about one thing, it can make us get into sort of a rut. And I feel like you guys are maybe going to be in a bit of a rut, not letting yourself stay there too long, not letting yourself just become unfocused and off track. Get yourself back on track. Ask yourself, what is it that I want to be putting my time and my energy into, and doing it, and making sure that you're doing it, doing things that are purposeful, doing things that truly make you feel good and truly are on your best life path. So the next category that we have here is the relationships and love. So this is friendships, family, love related relationships. Okay, so here we have, I think we might have some challenges in regard to relationships for you. Here we have the balance reverse card. Okay, so things are out of balance. Maybe relationships in your life are feeling imbalanced, and you're starting to recognize it. You're starting to recognize, maybe I need to set some boundaries because I feel like I'm giving more than I'm getting, or I don't feel like I'm allowing people to help me. I don't feel like I'm allowing people to love me. So you might just be shutting that down and shutting that out. So it's really important to take a look at that. How do I balance this out? How do I balance this, need to give and love with allowing other people to love me back? How do I open my heart? How do I keep my heart open? And this is going to be an important question for you to be exploring throughout the year. How do I be vulnerable? How do I allow people in? How do I allow people to support me? How do I set boundaries so that I'm not giving so much of myself that I'm completely depleting myself? That's going to be really important in this year, because what's going to happen if you're not allowed to, or if you're not able to set some boundaries with that, if you're not able to find some balance with that, is you're going to find yourself with this Sun card reversed. You're going to find yourself feeling depleted, feeling disconnected from your light, feeling like your relationships in your life, or some relationships in your life, don't light you up, don't make you feel good, don't make you smile, don't make you feel happy, don't make you feel joyful, don't make you feel supported. Okay, so this is going to be a tough look at, who do I want to continue to allow in my life? How do I want to continue to have relationships in my life? What changes do I need to make so that I'm getting a different response from people? How do I change? I always say, call it changing your magnet, right? How do I change the signal that I'm putting out so that I'm pulling in a different quality of relationships, a higher vibrational, more positive feeling relationship in my life? Have I thought about who I want in my life and the kind of people I want in my life? This is a really helpful thing to actually write down. The kind of relationships I allow in my life are, and complete that sentence. Maybe make bullet points, or the kind of romantic relationships I allow in my life are, or you can even break it down into all kinds of different categories of different kinds of relationships depending on the areas that you are struggling. But the more that you focus your energy on what it is that you do want, the more you're going to magnetize that to you. So the next cards that we have here are in the category of money, resources, abundance. Okay, so here we have the Two of Water. Okay, so this is you, feeling fulfilled. This is you feeling balanced. This is you feeling like you have your needs taken care of. This is feeling like just overall, I feel like that's not going to be a major focus, a major area of your life. I don't see any major shifts or any major changes financially for you. Not that like it can't grow, not that it, you know, because you can always focus on bringing in more abundance, but it just feels kind of solid. It feels kind of stable. So if it hasn't felt stable in the past, you may find that this is a year that things sort of stabilize for you and that you find a really nice balance there with that. But we also have here the Four of Water card, which is all about, and this is reversed, okay, but this is all about missing opportunities or just feeling discontent. You know, the energy that I'm feeling around work may be connected with this a little bit. This is all about making sure that you're not missing out on the opportunities that are in front of you, not missing out on opportunities that are trying to come your way. So have your eyes and ears open. Pay attention to what is showing up into your experience. Let yourself flow with what's showing up into your experience, but you may find that new opportunities for different streams of income, different ways to make money are showing up for you. And if you're not paying attention, if you're so focused on the negative, or if you're so focused on the problems that you have going on, or if you're so focused on the fact that you can't make money, you're going to miss out on opportunities for money to come your way. So be paying attention, because I feel like some shifts are coming with that, where it's going to help you to begin to create more of a solid foundation, a solid balance with things. And if you already have that balance, this is just going to contribute to that even further. So that's really, really nice. And then the last cards that we have here are based around your thought processes and your thinking. Okay, so you want to pay attention mentally, because here we have the Ten of Air reversed. Okay, so again, this is a great year for you to seek support, seek counseling, seek life coaching, spiritual guidance, anybody, even friendships, just somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can trust. Okay, because I feel like you are feeling a little stuck mentally through this year. You are kind of repeating a lot of thought patterns. You are getting stuck in some of the same things. And in order to move forward, you're really going to have to expect that things can get better. You're going to have to begin to try to connect with that belief that things can get better before things actually are getting better. You know, really working on your thinking, really working on shifting that, expecting that whatever difficult situations you're feeling stuck in can move forward, can change, because I think we can get so frustrated and we can kind of give up. You really need more than ever to connect with hope and to connect with belief. This is also about paying attention to any kind of addictive behaviors that you may have, addictive patterns that you may have, because if you are not getting that under control, this can actually become more of a problem in this year. And so you want to just kind of be mindful of that and not allow that to snowball out of control, right? You know, so wherever you're finding yourself, there's all kinds of different ways that we, you know, different types of addictive behaviors and different things that we can be addicted to. So asking yourself, what am I addicted to? Or what am I like teetering on being addicted to? Or where have I had addiction issues in the past? And can I be mindful of that to not allow my energy to shift back into that? Because I think that that's really, really important. If you can do this, if you can do the work, if you can do the work on shifting your thinking and changing your perspective and looking at things from a different perspective, I really feel like you can change a lot of things around, and you can actually release some old stuff like we've talked about. You can release stuff from the past. You can do a lot of great healing, and I think that's actually the purpose of what you're experiencing in this year. So letting yourself flow with what's showing up for you, getting that support to help you to process all of this, and doing some serious work on your thinking. And then the last card here we have is the Nine of Earth. So this is just saying to me, you know, really focus on the little things in life, making sure that you aren't taking those for granted, that you aren't getting so caught up in the negativity or what's not working or what's not going well, that you're not recognizing the positive things that you have in your life, and you're not recognizing all that you already have and all that you already have accomplished. So those are your messages for the year of 2020. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell so you get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. And if you want to learn more about me or about Clarity, you can check me out at discoveryyourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.